A woman diagnosed as spinocerebellar degeneration and her husband joined our workshop, which was held in Suzaka City, Nagano, in July 2013. She explains her condition. My illness is progressing rapidly these days. About a week ago, it became difficult to walk. Last week, I was using a wheelchair to go out, but I could still walk a little bit at home. Now, I'm not able to walk at all. I think my disease is progressing faster than before. I'm so lightheaded and unbalanced recently. I thought today would be my last chance to come here before I'm confined to a bed. I feel unsteady, sluggish, and have difficulty in talking and writing. Looking back now, I think I already had these symptoms 7 or 8 years ago when I was still working. I was scared to use stairs and bumped into things when I was walking. Sometimes I was biting my tongue while taking a nap. At that time, I didn't realize that they were symptoms of illness. These symptoms started in 2007. The doctor said my disease will slowly progress over 20 years or so, but when I looked it up under olivopontocerebellar atrophy, it said 10 years. I don't think I will last for 10 years. I only hope I could live through next year's winter. I'm not under any hospital treatment. There is medicine, but they don't work, so I don't take them. I weighed more before, so I tried fasting and lost around 20 kilograms. My doctor didn't stop me from trying. Fasting improved my blood pressure and cured everything else but this disease. Seiko Ito looks for the cause of her disease by Dokunouhou. Her illness is a progressive disease called cerebellar degeneration, a serious disease. There are about 20,000 patients in Japan. It's a multiple system atrophy, which is categorized as an intractable disease. Multiple system atrophy is a typical neurodegenerative disease. The symptoms include gait disorder, articulatory disorder, upper limb dysfunction, etc. Seiko Ito starts examining her by Dokunouhou. The cause of her disease occurred prior to her cerebellum's condition. It was not the cerebrum, lower than the cerebellum, not the spinal, downwards from the neck, right side of the body, the cerebrovascular system of the right body, not the heart. Seiko Ito continues checking one by one. Thus, Dokunouhou detects that the right side cerebrovascular system was the origin of her problem. She stands and walks so we can understand her symptoms. The gravity balance axis of her right cerebrovascular system when she's standing needs to be adjusted by 5 degrees forward to the right. Seiko Ito stimulates the adjustment points found by Dokunouhou. He asks her to check the difference after adjustment. She says it feels lighter. Seiko Ito adjusted her standing position axis. There's always a reason when the axis is not in line. In this case, her right leg was affecting the axis. He continues to look for the cause of her symptoms by Dokunouhou. The support bone, shijikotsu, of the right foot needs adjustment. The shijikotsu is the third cuneiform bone of the right foot. After having the adjustment points stimulated, she tries walking again. Her husband says she's moving smoothly. Besides the gravity balance axis of the standing position, Seiko Ito checks various postures, such as seiza, which is straight sitting, kneeling, sitting, face up and face down position, side lying position, and so on. He stops at her cervical spine occlusal position. So one of the adjustment points is the right first cervical vertebra. Seiko Ito continues to adjust the points found by Dokunouhou.
の5はイン。
After adjustment, she tries walking.
相当手に力入るのかな。
She can walk quite steadily now.
手をじゃあ一人で歩けるような感じに少しずつ手を楽にして歩いて、じゃあこうじゃあ周りにしてこっち自分で歩こうと思って。
She tries to walk on her own.
どう？歩きはどう？違う。どんな風に？
She says it's different.
歩けそう。
I think I can walk without help, she says.
自分で重視してるってわけ。
She is balancing on her own.
小脳だから。小脳ってのは体のバランス。
Seiko Ito explains the cerebellum controls body balance. So if it has a problem, it's difficult to balance yourself. Let's see whether you can stand straight without assistance. You were not able to stand alone, but now you can. This is a 10% improvement of your situation. Further Dokunouhou will find out where you still need adjustment. The left first cervical vertebra should be adjusted downwards by 5 degrees forward. Seiko Ito continues to stimulate the adjustment points found by Dokunouhou. He adjusts the 5th and 7th cervical vertebra backwards by 5 degrees downward. This brings improvement up to 50%. She stands again on her own. She says, my legs shake, but it's much better. Dokunouhou tells that the cause of her shaking legs is the right hip joint. Seiko Ito searches the cause with Dokunouhou and stimulates the adjustment points. She tries standing alone again. Her legs are not shaking anymore. She is asked to take a step forward, but cannot. She still needs adjustment. Now she is able to walk somehow. With practice, she will become able to walk. Pushing the wheelchair would be good walking practice for her. It is easier for her to walk when she's pushing a wheelchair.
どうですか、今やってみて。皆さんってどうですか。
Being asked what he thinks about her condition, her husband says that she was waddling even when she was holding on to him to stand up. But now she's taking bigger steps when she walks.
本人はどう？
She says she's happy to walk again.
何が？
Before this workshop, she couldn't walk at all.
今何が一番変化って感じ？
She stands up smoothly now.
そうですよね。もう一回。
She stands again and even takes a step forward.
そうですよね。それで最初の一歩は出るわけ？自分で出るね。
Now she's stepping forward by herself.
足出なかったでしょ？
Seiko Ito tells her that Dokunouhou says there is a chance of recovery. Training after adjusting to the level we did today shall be very effective. It won't work if she does the training without adjustment. Today's condition, accompanied with training, will bring about recovery.
今の状態であればトレーニングすれば良くなっていくんだって。それが
Now her condition is up to level 9 on a 1 to 10 scale, which is pretty good. She suddenly points out, "My eyes aren't swaying like before." Although there are still some, Dokunouhou says the swaying of her eyes will improve drastically. It is getting better, she says. Seiko Ito tells her the effect of adjustment lasts for 1 day. You need to do what we did today every day. I'm not here to cure. This is a place to study. We are here looking for chances. You know what to do now, so you do the adjustment, you or a family member. Adjust 3 times a day for 2 months. After 2 months, you will reach the next level. In those 2 months, you will get 20% better than now. Continue another 2 months, and you will see your next stage. It all depends on how persistent you can be. Mr. Nakagawa, the host of today's workshop, is also surprised and amazed to see her standing up from a wheelchair. It's the first time he has seen such a case. Let's ask her how she feels being back on her feet. She says, "I was so surprised that I could stand up smoothly. Before, I couldn't take that first step, but now I can." That first step was just impossible for me before. Further, Dokunouhou says that her body muscles are weakening. Seiko Ito tells her, "Try to exercise even when you're in a wheelchair. There are trainings that you can do while you're sitting. Start with some light exercise, but continue every day and increase the load little by little to strengthen your muscles. Once you regain your muscles, you will be able to move much better."